show all up in my area, all up in your area, all up in the area. Hold on, let me get a little something straight right here. Let's get a little something straight right here. Okay, make sure that make sure that everything is showing right. That everything is showing right. All right, so yeah. Yeah, Pretty Petty Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily. It's the Daily Go Getter Show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. We break it down, baby. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getterism Show, all up in your area. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. Today on the Daily Go Getterism Show, tonight on the Daily Go Getterism Show, right now on the Daily Go Getterism Show, we are talking about snatch your soul with money or snatch your soul with sex. Now, I had to put love in the title because YouTube don't like words like sex. Get it? So I put the word love in the title. But y'all know what I'm talking about when they say that somebody is snatch your soul with head. Snatch your soul in the bed. I'm never gonna be the same because I can't even remember my name. She done laid me down, don't let me stand up. Got on her knees, you know what happened, yo. And now I ain't never had this sensation before. And now I'm creating for another child or something, yo. This shit is crazy. I feel like it ain't nothing that's ever gonna try to take me away. And I'm like, got really nothing to say. My nose is open, wide open like a mug. I don't know if it's love, but I know I ain't a thug when she's around. I'll be submitting like crazy. And I feel like, what the hell you did to me, baby? You might have worked a little root and you made me shoot. And it all came out, and now I'm feeling like I'm laid out. Yo, what is that all about? Yo, tell me something. And the money, yeah, you know how money makes a lot of people act funny. They say you can sell your soul to the devil for a couple of dollars, and he'll make you holler. Pull you, snatch your body collar, but he got you snatched up with your soul. And the main goal was to make sure that you never come back so they control you with the money. Ain't that crack? So that's what we're talking about tonight on the Daily Go Getterism Show. Snatch your soul with money or snatch your soul with sex. Sex. You know, snatch that nigga's soul. You know what I mean? Now we hear about a lot of this whole soul snatching invasion of the body snatchers. We talk about a lot of that on the internet or whatever, especially on social media. But is it real? Is it real, Flash? Is it real, Flash? We're the lovers. Hey, Grandmaster Flash, say who? Okay, let's get it popping, man. Ah! Ah! I ain't expected to slip out of the holder. You know what I mean? It surprised me right there. Almost made me slip up. Well, I slipped up. You know, it could have made me wipe out. But don't worry. Don't worry. My ego is intact. So even if I would have slipped, it would have been all good. But yeah, snatch your soul with money. Or I don't know if they snatch your soul when it comes to money. I think they just say you sold your soul. You sold your soul. They took your soul for a couple of dollars. The Illuminati got you. You wanted to be rich. You wanted to be famous. So you gave everything that you had. You may have even sacrificed a family member Let them take your fam. Well, we've heard all kinds of stories, rumors. We don't know whether they're real. We don't know whether they're true. We don't know whether they're live. We don't know whether they're Memorex. But what we do know is that some people act funny when they get a couple of dollars, especially when they come into a lot of money. But does it really take their soul? Have you ever known anybody that made enough money to whereas their soul was compromised? You know, because you may know somebody who is in that realm. Like you can actually tell stories about when they were younger and, you know, scrambling, you know, just out here trying to make something happen for themselves and with themselves. And then they got a break. They got that big break. And it looks like, oh no, things look a lot different than they're supposed to look. And definitely a lot different than they ever looked before. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Snatch your soul for money. Snatch your soul for sex. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because I am. All right, come on. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. All right. Snatch your soul for money. Snatch your soul for sex. Make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. I want to talk about sharing the show for a minute. You know, because there are different ways to share the show. You can share it through the internet, you know, actually press the share button and send it to people, your friends, family, or, you know, other people that follow you or whatever. But the other thing is, I want to know this from y'all who are listening. So all of the active listeners right now, and definitely the people in the chat, like, do you consider this to be your show? And what I mean by your show, like, sometimes, and this may sound crazy, but I've actually experienced it. Sometimes it's just like if you recommend your barber to a lot of people, then you may be pushing yourself back farther and farther from being able to get a quick haircut. Because once they get that popularity, once everybody sees that they can cut hair really well, now everybody is coming to the shop and they, you know, now you might have to wait longer than you used to wait. You looking out for your peoples and whatever, and you might be looking out for your peoples in both ways. You're looking out for your barber or your stylist, and you're looking out for the people that you know, that you're going to put on with a good cut. Now, is this show like your show? Do you look at it like, I don't really want everybody looking at my show. When I watch his show, which is my show, I feel like I express myself in certain kind of ways that I don't really want everybody to see. You know, so that's like my little thing. Now, I'm asking that because it's something that can actually happen. It may display a certain type of mentality, and I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even going to be mad at that, but you know, that will keep the channel from growing at the rate that I would like for it to grow. But if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. And I have a strong, like, I know that some women who have listened to this show over the years, they may not have wanted their man to know that they listen to the show. You know what I'm saying? You know, for whatever reason, we're not going to speculate on all of that, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. Just like a lot of men probably wouldn't want their woman to know that they look at Cooking with Kai. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's, you know, that might be their show. This ain't for everybody. This is my thing. It's my thing. What up, T Carry? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Stacy White, what's going on? It's always good to see you, you know, to the break of. And my man Troy, the T to the R, the O, Y. You understand, brother? Come through, talk shit, look fire. What's going on, man? Good to see you. And Dimples D's is all up in the he's. Dimples D's is all up in the he's. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Well, I mean, if you don't want to share the show because it's your show, please hit the like button. I would appreciate that because the likes really help. They get the job done in some kind of way. Stacey White, she's straight transparent. I don't like sharing the show. All right, well, there you have it. Well, there you have it. You know what I mean? You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie. Oh, we call son a drum beating his drum. He said, I consider you being my brother. Oh, wait. He says, I consider this beginning my family, my testimony, my blessings, my show, just like I consider you being my bro. That's what's up. You dropping bars tonight? That's what's up. I feel that. And TK Wright says, I do consider this my show, but not in a way that I don't want everyone to experience the vibe here. Listen, there aren't any wrong answers. I just really wanted to know the cerebral, context of why people listen to the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out the psychology of it all. Y'all know I like psychology. I'm just trying to figure out, what it is. I'm not blaming anybody for not doing anything or whatever, because ultimately I gotta make it happen. Like Nas and Cool G Rap. Brother, I got to make it happen. Get this money, y'all. Brother, I got to make it happen. Get this money, y'all. Living the fast life. Hold on, huh? Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, so we're talking about snatch your soul with money, snatch your soul with sex. Lego, wait a minute. Lego car lover. I gotta make sure that I get that right. Lego car lover. Well, that's what's up. And Dimples D says the more the better. Yeah, I mean, I think so. But Dimples D says sex provides one specific form of pleasure. Money opens up the opportunities for virtually every other form of pleasure. Simple pleasures like good food, nice clothing, etc. Okay. Lego car lover says no one should ever be controlled by sex or money. Yeah, nobody should ever smoke cigarettes either. But people not only live smoking it, they die smoking it. So when it comes to sex, we play around on social media talking about, oh, she snatched my soul, I was never the same. You know what I mean? Basically symbolizing that a woman or a man did something to a man or a woman that was different than they ever had before. So basically they're just talking about a good sexual experience. But as you may know, just like I know people, good sex ain't the same to everybody. Like some people get caught up and be all, think that they're in love, like their emotions are directly tied into the physical act of sex. So good sex for them is not just a fleeting thing. It's not just something you do in passing. It's not just something that comes a dime a dozen. And when you really think about it, good sex don't come a dime a dozen. It ain't sweet like that. It ain't sweet like that. So especially if you're a younger person and you haven't had sex a lot, then your first sexual experiences may blow your mind. They may have you doing all kinds of shit that at a young age you ain't even think about. Things like stalking. Like, I'm gonna make sure don't nobody get this pussy but me. Nobody gonna see the pussy but me. I'ma Stand out of the house all night, I'm behind me a tree. I hope you can't see me. And even if you do, I ain't mad, because I'm gonna make sure that I become your baby dad. And even if you don't give it to me all the time, I'ma snatch it away from you just like it was a crime. Just like earrings or maybe a change. I don't care what I gotta do, rearrange my whole schedule so I can be with you each and every day. You know how we do, cause you's my boo. And ain't nobody ever do me like you. And I don't even want nobody else to. So you just wait on me, and I'ma wait and stand by, and I'ma make sure I'm fly. All the money that I need, all the money that I have, you can have, put it in your palm, stay calm. Ain't nothing gonna be wrong. If you be with you is wrong, I wanna be right. I gotta be with you because your mouth and your lips are tight. So, yeah. So it is what it is for some people. For some people. Now, even if you've never experienced having your soul snatched, because if you've never had that happen, you don't think that it could happen. But maybe you made it happen for somebody else, and you may not have been able to explain or understand why they are acting the way that they acting. Like, why you? I know you like me and everything, but blah, blah, blah. But all this soul snatching shit can get dangerous, because good sex for some people, like I said, is tied to their emotions. And so the thought, feeling, or suspicion that you might be messing around with somebody else, or that somebody else may have ever been in the same type of space that you put them in, can drive them crazy. Now, you'll know what I'm talking about is if you've ever had a current lover that bugs you about a past lover. If you've ever had a current lover that bugs you about a past lover, you ain't got nothing to do with your ex, but they want to know everything that your ex did, because maybe you and your ex were together for a long time, and they want to know what was it about them that held you? Did you do the same thing to them as you did to you, or whatever? Do it to me one more time. Once is never enough. With a John like you. Crispy bacon was good. Was good. Okay, so as Dimples D says, sex provides one specific form of pleasure, and money opens up opportunities for other things. That's true. But some people aren't controlled by money, but they may be controlled by sex, because sex might. Maybe they were raised to believe that it's not having sex, it's making love. So if somebody makes you orgasm, they have made love to you. And why would you? What Mary J and KC say? If loving you is all that I have to do, I don't want to do anything else. Is it just a song? Is it? Is it? For some, yes. For others, maybe not. Shit is real out here. You know what I'm saying? Stacey White says, it's crazy folks out there. Yes, it is. Shoot. And if you've ever had your soul snatched, if you ever had your soul taken, and you weren't able to reave your soul, you may have a deeper understanding than somebody else. My man Dillard B. Common says he's just stopping through to show a little love. Well, I appreciate you, my brother. I ain't lying. I appreciate the super chat as if it was 100. I don't care what it comes through. I still want it. Yo, I appreciate you just dropping the line. You ain't have to give nothing, but you gave me your shine. And trust and believe it's appreciated. Yo, people may not love it, but I sure don't hate it. And yo, you keep doing your thing, because I appreciate everything you do, King. No doubt. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate it mucho. So yeah, like I was saying, if you've never experienced love by way of sex, having your soul snatched, and what is having your soul snatched from a sexual experience? What are we really saying? Well, I know the people who it has happened to know exactly what we're saying. You know, now that's not to say that if your soul is snatched, it doesn't mean that you're going to stay in that state. But I know that y'all know plenty of people, or maybe it has even held you down before. You may have been with somebody just because they were good in bed. And if you've ever stayed with somebody for any length of time just because they were good in bed, like that's not to say that they were ugly or that they didn't have any other redeeming qualities, but you know, when it really all came down to it, they may not have been that much good to you or for you, other than the fact that their genitals was working on you. Their genitals had tentacles. Their genitals had tentacles, baby. You know, so if you've ever been through that, you understand. Shit gets real and it gets deep out here. It gets real and it gets deep out here. Hold on, let me turn on this fan a little bit. Okay, I'm turning the fan a little bit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a little warm in here. Okay, that should do it. Keep everything cool. Keep it cool. Nice little breeze. Yeah, ain't gonna kill nothing. Ain't gonna let nothing die. But yeah, you know, if you've ever been so attracted to somebody physically, and being attracted to somebody physically and being attracted to somebody sexually is different. Like when you're attracted to somebody physically, it just means that you like the way that they look. They might have a banging ass body, a pretty ass face. Shit, some people don't really have a pretty ass face. They might have hypnotic eyes or some shit like that. You ever been with somebody with hypnotic eyes? You know what I mean? I ain't saying that they was ugly or nothing like that, but they may have had some, you know, you have eye contact with them, and next thing you know, you like, take me to your master. You know, there isn't really no accounting for physical attraction. There's no accounting for physical attraction. It is what it is. You like what you like. You like what you like, and when you come across what you like, you know, it may have a stronger hold on you than other people who like what they like. So you don't have to like a person the same way that another person likes another person. What up, Mariah? She says, any advice on how to be less jealous? Advice on how to be less jealous. Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. You're already off to a good start, because a lot of people don't want to not be jealous. They think that it's a rite of passage. They think that that's just part of being with somebody. You know, so a lot of people will just try to justify their jealousy by saying, you know, like, well, why if you like somebody and you really want to be with them, why wouldn't you be jealous of somebody else, especially when you know that they're good looking or they're a good catch or something like that. But I think that when you, and I don't want this to sound cliche, and I don't even believe I'm about to say this shit. You know what? I'm gonna pivot and I'm gonna do it this way. Jealousy is about fear. When it comes to being jealous of a lover or jealous that a lover is interacting with other people, being with other people, whatever. Or when you can't escape the feeling that somebody that you are in love with may be attracted to somebody else, or other people might be attracted to them. So a lot of times fear is wrapped up in that. So one way to escape that, and this doesn't work for everybody, but one way to escape that is communication. Make sure that the person that you're with understands that you experience these feelings, and it makes you uncomfortable. So you want to make sure that they understand that they shouldn't be making, funny moves, moving kind of funny to make your suspicions, even worse, or confirm your suspicions. So I would say, make sure that you talk to your man or your woman. I ain't saying that you go that way, but I don't know. But make sure that whoever you're with understands that, you need some help. Not that you're crazy or anything like that, but you may need some help conducting yourself in a sensible manner when it comes to them, because you madly in love with them and you don't want nobody else to be with them. So, that jealousy shit is a negative emotion, and it can really get in the way. But I know if somebody, like if a woman told me, like, listen, I really don't want to lose you to anybody else. I really want to be with you, and I just need you to help me out. I need you to help me be a better woman to you, because I don't want to be out here thinking that anybody else could be with you besides me. I would actually appreciate that. Like, okay, I see what you're saying. At least you're not just going the route, like trying to check my phone. You know what I mean? Following me around, throwing air tags in my car or some shit like that. So, you know what I mean? Open up the lines of communication. Let the person that you with know how you feel. So I don't, I hope that helps. Yeah, that's all I can say. I hope that helps. And anybody else, y'all can give her advice too. So you don't have to necessarily be talking to me. I mean, some of y'all may have better experience with being with somebody that's jealous than I do. I'm not very good with that. I'm not. I'm not a jealous person, and I don't really like to be with nobody that's really, really jealous like that. Like, that shit is a pain in the ass. Getting the third degree every time you come in the crib. I can't deal with it, but some people think that that's okay because they figure, well, that's just because they love me so much. Yeah, I mean, it could be an ego boost for some people. All right, Dimples D says money and sexual relationship is linked through emotional intimacy, not wealth. Men and women handle financial stress differently, which can create tension. Interesting. Money and sex and relationships are linked through emotional intimacy, not wealth. It all depends. Because I've known people that was with people just because of the sex, and I've known people that was with each other just because of the money. Like, they straight had an agreement going. Please make sure y'all hit the like button, y'all. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, TK Wright says, I have experienced the hypnotic eyes. That shit crazy. You over here trying to work a root on me. Why you trying to root me? You ain't going to root. No root. Mariah says, I know it's not healthy, but I'm very territorial. I understand. I understand. Troy McNeil says, jealousy is also a form of insecurity. It is. That's a fact. Mariah says, I thought of jealousy when you said hypnotic eyes because them eyes be doing something. So you got a dude who got his eyes be, you know what I mean? He be leading you astray, or he got the hook on you like you put over a sheep. Like, come here. Okay. I mean, bah. I understand. Mighty. Hold on. How you pronounce this? Hold on. Let me get it together. Mighty Majing. Wait. Mighty Majing Lane? If I butchered your name, and I think I did. Oh, you said something. Why are you apologizing? You said something greasy? I thought that was your first comment. He said, okay, says just kidding, bro. Just kidding. Love the channel. All right, cool. Cool. Troy says prayer and self-love. Know your inner person. Love on you, Mariah. Okay, all right. Mariah says it's not only that, but it's embarrassing to me. Like, I know what it feels like for a girl's man to be staring at me. It's embarrassing for the girl. Okay. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sure, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's good? And Master Jeep says coochie fever is real. I'm in recovery, fam. I mean, one day at a time, my dude. One day at a time. But see, here's the thing. I'm thinking like Shirley Sure says, like Mortal Kombat. Get over here. I mean, it can be like that for some people. But when we talk about online, when we talk about somebody snatching your soul, we're normally not talking about somebody who you've been with for a long time. This normally, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking like it's normally somebody that you have really just started getting with. And, they done some shit to you that you ain't never had done before. You may have had it done to you before, but not the way they do it. Not the way they do it. Like maybe she giving you head and, you know what I mean? Normally it take you, it might take you 15, 20 minutes to pop off. And ladies, I'm sure y'all can attest. 20 minutes ahead is a long time to be down there. That's a long time. So you might get with a chick and she popped you off over less than 5 minutes. You was like, never knew love like this. Never knew love like. I mean, it can happen. So you went from 15 to 20 minutes down to almost seconds. Like, yo, what are you doing? And there are some people out here who value head more head over coochie. There are some. I've heard men say it. Like, I've heard little poll questions. Like, if you could only get one for the rest of your life, one but not the other. Like, if you could only get. Hold on. We got a caller. Hold on, my man Troy calling in. What up? Hold on a second. Yeah, I've heard poll questions like, if you could only get one for the rest of your life, either head or coochie, which one would you pick? And it's funny because younger people are quick to be like, head. Yo, you said only one or the other. Yeah, I would get head for the rest of my life. Man, I'm like, is it just me? But I'm like, y'all, that means you probably ain't, either you ain't been getting no good pussy or you can't fuck. Cause there's no way I'm choosing head over no coochie for the rest of my life. With head, you might not get a chance to nut. With coochie, you won't get that chance. You gonna get that chance. You can make yourself do it. You can do it. You can do it. Master G says, fam, the body is crazy. I understand, sir. I understand. Itachi. What up, Itachi? I understand. But trust me, I understand. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I got a mosquito in this motherfucker. He got the... I think I got him. Did I get him? I did. Oh, bitch ass. Now, that's what you get for fucking with me. Overkill. Bastard. Fuck out of here. You fucking with me? He ain't know I was quick like that. He ain't know I was quick like that. Hold on, let me turn my man up. Turn my man up. I'm turning him up. My man Troy Diesel is in the house. What's going on, my dude?
Went to the grocery shop, baby, I'm home. Round dude, and I'm a ball. Yeah, the fuck, boy. What's going on, family?
Everything good, man. Everything, you know, I'm feeling like a real man should. You already know.
Especially with this show. Yeah, you came out with the Alexander O'Neal and the Sherelle. Never knew love.
No, that was Stephanie Mills. Never knew.
Never knew. Okay. Cause I never knew love like this. That's when
there
you
you go. There you go. There
That's
you
when
go.
you know that ill nana is nine.
The ill nana is nana.
The ill nana is nine. When them yams and the, oh my God, boy! When you wake up in the morning after a good thing, that shit almost like that shit will wake you up early in the morning like Folgers coffee. The best part of waking up is after fucking your girl.
But have you ever had your soul snatched or felt like it?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay.
First sign of recovery is admitting that you're addicted.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna sit on here and lie. You know what I mean?
All right. So in your opinion,
when they take your soul, you be like, look, I want my shit back. Give me my shit back.
Okay, like, hold on. Slow down, because I need you to be descriptive, because some people may not understand what you're talking about because they may not have experienced it. What do you consider having your soul snatched? Because you can have a good sexual experience. Would that be someone snatching your soul?
No. Someone said snatching your soul is when how can I put it? It's when when you do things that you don't normally when you get unadulterated and just go all out nasty. And it's just you and that person and the things that you do that you've never done. You let go of your inhibitions. And that person does some shit to you, and you like, what the fuck is this? Is this bitch crazy? What the fuck is she doing? You know what I mean? And while she doing it to you, you thinking of every love song in your fucking head. Take my money. You know that's my song. My house and my car. Every fucking love song. You're my greatest. And my latest, my greatest inspiration.
Okay,
and when
check
you
it out.
Get done, and when you get done, it's 3:00 in the morning. And you ready to cook breakfast for this bitch? You ready to cook breakfast for her?
Okay.
And I know she ain't hungry, but it's just that fucking good, man. And this shit make you feel like Pookie, and you keep calling me, man.
Okay. So I'm thinking that when somebody snatch your soul, then everything, like something significant in your life is going to change from here on out.
Oh yes,
So-
everything changes.
All right. So what exactly changes? Like, does it
All right,
change?
well, what changes?
Hold on,
all right,
hold
let me
on,
just
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got.
okay.
Trust me, I got this. Does it change the way that you look at the person, or does it change the way that you look at life? Because like, I'm not playing around with the word soul. Like, when they say you sold your soul to the devil, that means, like, that ain't saying that you friends with a bully. That means, like, nothing in your life is going to be the same again. Like, everything that you used to do, you do different. Every way that you used to be, you're not that way anymore. Now, can that happen from a sexual experience, or can it make you feel like that has happened from a sexual experience?
Well, let me put it to you like this, right? When if you snatch my soul, we're in a relationship. We're not just sitting up here just fucking just to fuck. There's not no one night stand shit. I'm courting you. So, and if this is the first time I hit through my courting, you don't know, we there now. So when I go out that door, I'm going shopping. If I see something for you, I'm going to buy something for you. That's change. That's one of the changes. If you get ready to go out and I say, hey, go a couple of hours while you're going out, that's one of the changes. You know what I'm saying? That's part of your soul snatching, because that's something that you wouldn't normally do. You know what I'm saying? When she go out and you in a dead sleep and you wake up, you call her, you home? You coming over? Why you ain't coming over? I'm coming over there then. No, no. I'm coming the fuck over there.
Okay.
Cause my thing is this. I said this to a female I dealt with before. I said, you go out and you have a ball. I don't give a fuck if you dance with a guy, have the most fun. That man might be going on your ass. You might just had a good time. But when you come home, you gonna fuck your man. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the world you gonna go out and have that much of a good time. You ain't gonna come home with your man and screw.
I wouldn't speak for women if I was you. I wouldn't do that.
Well, no. Well, this is me. This is part of how I feel. I'm not gonna speak for him.
Okay.
But that's just part of how I feel. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, if you go out that door and I can give you a couple dollars and you went out had a good time, you had some drinks, I don't want you to be drunk. I want you to be a little buzzed, because drunk sex is almost like hotel sex.
Okay. All right.
I want to swing from the feeling.
All right, but so you don't think that somebody can have they soul snatched on a one night stand?
Oh no, I think that it can happen. Yes, definitely.
Okay. Because I don't think you can control where you gonna get your soul snatched from. That's why I got snatched. You are not in control.
I ain't gonna even lie to you, son. That happened to me one time. What happened to me one time, man? Wait. You lose.
See, this is why this is confusing to me, because I'm like, wait a minute, you had your soul snatched too many times.
No, it was just twice.
That's too many times.
Well, you gotta realize something, son. My virginity ended at 18. So I was in the amateur ranks for about maybe 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I didn't hit professional until after a while. You know what I mean? When you're bored, like, yo, boy, you ever do that oral thing to your woman? And you be like, no, I wouldn't. That's nasty. You be like, yo, you can't beat the experience. You can't beat her. You can't beat the experience and the way she reacts to it. Oh, for real? Oh, now I gotta try that. And now all of a sudden you like, oh, now I understand what the fuck you talking about. That was 4 or 5 years after, after you just saying, I'm just gonna go hit and hit and hit and hit and hit. It wasn't no going down like that.
Okay.
You know.
Let me ask.
So I mean, so
Let me ask you this, and I'm asking everybody in the chat too. If y'all could please answer this question, because I'm gonna ask you the question that I was asking before you came on the line. If you had to choose between getting head and getting pussy only for the rest of your life, which one would you choose?
you already know where you going. I'm going where you going at, bro. I already heard it. I'm going with the damn JJ.
Okay.
If a JJ is okay, Ken.
Okay. Because like I said,
You know what I mean?
you know, I've heard people say that, you know, they said nod ahead. If it look in the comments, Sekasala said head. I'm like, shit.
Okay. Well, good for you, Shay.
I mean,
My thing is this. You know, I like visual things. I like that from that bounce back. You know, so when you it's certain positions. See, when you talking about the ill nana, there's positions you can do with the ill nana. There's only one position you don't get hit, and that's either laying down or standing up. There's nothing else you can do. She just got her hand and doing a 2-hand thing or 1-hand thing, or if sometimes she might not know what to do. She might be using her teeth, shit, might got braces, scratch the shit up. So at the end of the day, it's positions that get you turned on, that get you aroused, that bounce back. You know what I mean?
listen, I agree. There's no way I'm getting it because I can't have nobody being in control of my orgasms for the rest of my life. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, plus, when I see a chick, I don't see her head.
Mm-hmm.
I see her body. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm trying to chop that. I'm trying, you know, straight take that to the slaughterhouse. But
be like Del Houston, chop and screw.
But I can understand why some men would choose head. I can, because the orgasm is different. When you get hit, when you nut from getting hit, I would say that was an orgasm every time, but not necessarily from pussy. So I get it. You can just bust a regular nut and it don't necessarily have to be orgasmic. But every man is different, and so I can't say. I know for a fact that with a lot of women, you know, would choose oral over dick, because I mean, a lot of women have never had no good dick.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me address some of these cats in the comments talking about why your beard look fake. I don't know. All I know is that I shape my shit up. I do my shit myself. I mean, I don't know. I guess because my shit is lined up correctly. Today was shave day. You know what I mean? So I got my line. You know what I mean? Going. I guess I must be sharp enough to look fake today. But this is
shit, Derek. If this beard looks fake, why you stink? We can smell you through the damn chat.
Wait a minute. He ain't the only one who asked. He ain't the only one who asked. You know what I'm saying? So look. People, I don't know. Maybe it's an online thing. Nobody has ever asked me that to my face. But you know what? I can't be mad at that because there are a lot of cats wearing fake hair, fake beards, all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? Putting a dye in their shit and all that old bullshit. I mean, it is a lot of extra shit going on these days. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. But let me tell y'all this. If I was going to go fake, I ain't going to go with just no beard. I'm going to put some hair on my head. You know what I mean? Like, fuck a beard. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my crown back. Shit. Fuck that.
You gonna go all out.
I have cut the hair off my face and grew it back plenty of times. I would never cut all of my hair off. You know what I mean? Just to see what I look like. Fuck out of here. So.
Now you also mentioned money too.
Okay, we're gonna get into that, but you know we gonna finish this first. But yeah, like a lot of people. Well, the Master Jeep says facts. I'm getting a toupee. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Look, I could have had all of that shit. I'm like, nah, I can't. Look, I I guess this is my way of saying I could never put nothing fake in my hair when I had hair or in any hair on my body. Like I ain't never think about, even back like in the 80s and 90s when motherfuckers putting blonde dye in their hair, streaks and shit. I ain't never think about doing no
Well,
shit.
you already know me. I walk around trying to look like Gerald Levert. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If a woman can make themselves look beautiful, I'm gonna damn sure make myself look handsome. You know what I mean?
There are ways you can be handsome without, fuck out of here.
You could be.
I'm not doing it.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know.
Look, different strokes for different folks. I'm not doing no shit like that. What you see is what you get. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
This chick of Charlotte said, just cool it.
You know what I mean? Shit. I ain't gonna be laying on no. Look, I ain't gonna be fucking up no pillowcases or no. You know what I mean? None of that old nut.
Well, some people just don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? It's called shampoo, soap, shampoo, water. Make sure and get a good rag and make sure you get that shit out. Shit, he took a shower, got me ready to listen to some Gerald Levert when I get off the damn live stream. Look at the video, just cool.
That shit is called work with what you got. That's what it's called. Work with what the fuck you got. Fuck out of here. But anyway.
Everybody's beard. Well, I must say this to you though, bro. Your beard is all gray, and that's decent as shit. Because when I want my beard to come in all gray, but it's not. It comes in patches of gray. And that's the thing I don't like.
Well, I mean, when I first grew my beard back in 2018, it was salt and pepper. It was a lot of black in it, whatever. But you know, shit. I'm 54 years old. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm supposed to have gray. Like, what the fuck? You know, so I mean, but anyway, back to this soul snatching thing.
You ever had your soul snatched?
No. I'm thinking about it like, I've had great sex before, but when I think about having my soul snatched, I'm thinking about like, this is going to basically change my inner framework. This is going to change everything I think about, the things that I do, the way, you know what I mean? The way that it's going to change my whole outlook on life. I don't know listen, man, I don't know. I've had great sex. I've had spectacular sex and all of that shit. But I ain't never really, I can't say I've had my soul snatched. You know what I mean? Maybe it thought about coming out or leaving or whatever, but maybe it reconsidered. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, I've seen cats.
So your soul never came out and did a praise dance.
Listen, man, I'm a funny dude. If you mistreat me, I'm not fucking with you. And I'm thinking that if you snatched my soul, then I wouldn't be able to say that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I figure if you snatch my soul, then I'm gonna basically put up with whatever you do. And I have never been with nobody who I would say that about. And maybe to some people that's a sad thing. Because even when I think about it, like, and then that's not to say I never put up with nothing.
Well, let me ask you something. Well, have you ever been in love?
Plenty of times. But that's what I'm saying. But when love to me love ain't supposed to hurt. Love ain't supposed to be. It ain't supposed to cause you a bunch of anguish.
I'm gonna take that 100 and put another 0 on it and call that 1,000% right.
I'm just saying. So yeah, I ain't ever been in love with somebody that wasn't in love with me. To my knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't been there, but I'm thinking about if I had my soul snatched, I probably wouldn't give a fuck if she loved me or not. Cause you know what I mean? She done ripped all of the fucking logic from my body. You know? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
My version of soul snatching is when you change your livelihood to benefit that person, or when you use your funds to do certain things for that person. You understand that you wouldn't normally do when you go outside the realms of your inner person, and now your outer person is doing things for other people, for that person. You understand what I'm saying? You know, because good sex and that good when that, how do you say, when that thing be thinking?
Mm-hmm.
And that muggle be mugging.
No, I get all of that, but all right. So take it to the money side. When you sell your soul for some money, that means that somebody controls you, totally controls you because of the money.
Right.
So why should it be any different with sex? Now, part of what you describing don't sounds like you're changing around everything you do just because of the sex. It sounds like there's deeper feelings involved.
There you go. So it's not just about the feelings was already there, but the soul snatching came with the intimacy part.
But is that really having your soul snatched?
Well, I mean, if the intimacy wasn't great, then it would have just been a regular person. You know, everything coincides with one another.
That's what I'm saying. I think we've been playing around with this word soul too much. Maybe I'm overemphasizing, or maybe I'm over contextualizing what a soul is. Like, and y'all can let me know if I am, but I'm thinking like your soul, that's your inner workings. That's, you know what I mean? When you leave this world, you take your soul with you because your body can't go. So I'm thinking that if you had your soul snatched, shit, you pretty much left this world.
So let me ask you, because the bull Master G just set up and said, look at Andre 3000 and Erykah Badu.
Before Erykah Badu, but you gotta understand.
Before Erykah Badu, that motherfucker, he was no way like he is now. He has to go around playing flutes now.
Nah, he was on his way to being. He was always a weirdo. He was never normal. He was just young, and he was containing a little bit. He was never normal. I mean, if you really think about it, he was never normal.
Well, let's just look. Erykah Badu got a baby by DOC. Andre 3000, and who else?
Common.
Jay Electronica.
Oh, I thought she don't have a baby by Common?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was Jay
Common
Electronica.
knew better.
Do he?
He knew better. He was Jennifer Hudson now.
That motherfucker run Hollywood. It's Common done had them all. He is like all of them.
And you know he was with Serena.
Yeah, but I don't. I got. Anyway, so I'm thinking about like when you talk about your soul being snatched. First of all, I don't think Erykah Badu made Andre 3000 crazy because it took too long to kick in. He ain't start acting a fool until the 2000s. They was together in 97, 98, you know what I mean? So I don't know. That, like I said, that motherfucker was on his way to becoming what he is. He was a weirdo back then, and he is now. And motherfuckers need to stop making excuses for him. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kanye, stop making excuses for these motherfuckers. No, Kanye ain't crazy because his mom died. He was crazy because the fuck he crazy. No, Andre 3000 ain't crazy because he ain't just different. That motherfucker's, he's a fucking weirdo. He's not normal, and he's never going to be. So if y'all ever think that he's going to return to something,
Kanye was crazy, but the craziness went on a whole nother level when he said he was sucking his cousin dick at age 12.
No, we're not doing it. This ain't the night for that.
But I digress. Let's just go through the other subject. Now the money aspect.
When you talk about,
you pass that real quick.
When you talk about having your soul snatched by money, or what we say, selling your soul for money. I mean, we could be talking about just being with somebody because they have money, they taking care of you, whatever, or they want to give you money, or we could be talking about signing a contract, like, you know, a record contract or a movie contract or something like that, some kind of business deal.
You look at the Diddy shit. Look at that Diddy shit. That right there alone is enough. When you sit there and you think of selling souls for fame and wanting to be with a person because, you know, when you listen to this shit and you say to yourself, why couldn't they walk away? You honestly think that it was just because of love? You let a motherfucker piss in your mouth out of love? No, you wanted what he had.
Yeah, but you didn't get it, so you can't really say she had a soul snatched for money. She didn't get the money. I mean, she got it. She got it.
The time they were together, she got the money.
No, not really. Not really.
She didn't get the money and the fame.
Did she?
Along with doing the stupid shit, she didn't get money and fame. Along with the you know, all that other shit she was doing.
I can't say for certain that she sold her soul. I can't say that. You know what I mean? Because first of all, I don't know enough about Cassie to say that. Like, who was the before Cassie and the after Cassie? Can we even speak on that?
She stated herself that he controlled her career. He controlled the money.
I don't believe her. Hey, I know he controlled the money. I don't believe all of that other shit that she's saying. Her story, a lot of that shit ain't adding up. But
so you saying her story ain't storying?
What I'm saying is, I don't know what, like, if we were talking about Mace, we know how Mace was before he was with Diddy, you know, because being in the Children of the Corn and all of that shit. You know what I mean? We know how he was during the shiny suit era, and we know how he was when he left Bad Boy. And we know, and we see what he is today. We don't know who the fuck Cassie is, and we sure as hell don't know who she was. So how can we say that she sold her soul?
Well, my thing is this. The reason why I can say that she sold her soul is that when she didn't want to be when she wasn't trying to be with Diddy, she was trying to be with Kid Cudi. She was trying to be with a couple other stars because that was the focal point of why she was being with them, is because of not just of the person, but it was because of the money. So now when she got with the regular Joe Smo, which is the husband she got right now, right? They both sat down and talked, and he heard all this shit. And I guarantee you, in my thought process, and I've always said this, that he coerced her to press them charges. Now she got that $20 million for that, and she got the $10 million from the hotel. So all together, she got $30 million.
But she didn't have to sell her soul to get the money that she sued for. That's not selling your soul. You know what I mean? And that's definitely not having your soul snatched. We good? We should be good now.
Well, you still haven't. Yeah, we good. It's moving, but then it's moving. Then it.
We good.
Stop.
We good now.
We good now, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so at least I see that little caveat. You know what I mean?
in the words of the rap song, this is the life of an entertainer.
Sorry about that, man. Something the joint just cut out. So I don't know how many of y'all still here. It ain't showing many. You know, like they like, look, we'll give you a smack on the wrist. So let me see. We all right? Y'all good? Y'all good?
Yeah.
Everybody good?
Groovy, baby, groovy.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. As long as we straight. Everybody come back in. Come back in. We're okay now. We're all right. We're all right. Let me see. All right, let me see the results of the poll so far. How long could someone be controlled by sex or money? 29% said until a person gets self-esteem. Wow. 16% said say until they find someone better. Another 29% say for a lifetime for some. And 26% say until they are heartbroken or hurt. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you. So, like, all right. So we started talking about the whole money aspect. Now, I'm thinking that when somebody sells their soul for money or whatever, you know, you're talking about somebody who is on a totally different vibe, it's a totally different wavelength, a totally different type of platform than they were on before the money came. You know what I mean? Like, all right, this may not be an example that everybody can relate to, but like Tina Turner, all of a sudden having a French a European accent. Like, huh? Yo, you from the deep south, man. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? All right, come on, man. You know what I mean? Where? You got a what? Like, when I used to hear her talk when she was alive, may she rest in peace, I used to be like, oh, come on, man.
I'm your Friday dancer, a dancer for money.
Yeah, it wasn't fitting. It was not fitting, you know? But I can't say that she sold out for the money. But not sold out.
Somebody selling out for money.
Well, see, I shouldn't say sell out because we talking about selling your soul. But
well, selling their soul for money.
How about those cats that follow Trump? Like Tim Scott? Like Byron Donalds? You know what I mean?
So you talking about the black matter?
Well, I'm saying they seem to have sold their soul. I mean, I don't know if you want to say that they sold their soul to the devil, but you know, you could definitely argue that they sold out. Now the question is, yeah. Now, who's to say what they were before? That's the only thing about it. Who's to say what they were before any of that came into the before they before they became MAGA or whatever? Because I mean, neither one of them impressed me as somebody that that was probably down before. But money changes people. Money changes people, and
Cheryl said Tina Turner was hit so many times. You must understand that the touch of a hand make an accident. Yeah, well, you know, I did have a rolling on the river.
Yeah, so I mean, so I'm thinking about somebody who really sold their soul, you know, for the money. I mean, in Hollywood, this shouldn't be that hard, because we've seen people change their whole shit up in music. We've seen people come into the music industry, and they may have come in with this whole vibe, this whole movement, this whole way of doing things. Maybe somebody like Dr. Dre kind of sold out. It kind of sold his soul for the money. You know, with the beats thing and all of that. Somebody from Milwaukee calling in. Nah, I ain't fucking with none of them cats, man. Yeah, I ain't fucking with none of these cats. Unfortunately, any foreign numbers that come through, it ain't gonna happen. Look, somebody named Kim Jong Hill. Kim Jong Hill. Want to catch a fade. Stupid ass motherfuckers, boy. Silly. But let me see. In the record industry, it should be easy for us to see somebody that switched up their whole shit when the money started coming. It should be easy as hell. Hold on. I can answer on this side. Hey. Cat got your tongue?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, white power, fuck niggers, your shit's gone.
That's why nobody got a chance to hear you, dickhead. Who you think you fucking with? You didn't get it. You didn't get on the show. I can answer with another phone, stupid ass. So go ahead now. Look, nobody can hear you. And I turned you all the way down. I can't even hear you, dumbass motherfucker. Go ahead. Get your shit off. Motherfuckers do not understand. They don't understand the level of control that I wield here. They not understand. They're not understand. And he calling from Milwaukee.
His number just every day calling.
Hold on. He don't understand. My people live in Milwaukee. I can have this motherfucker dealt with. You know what I mean? For real. This could be handled. Like, yeah. But anyway, maybe Dr. Dre, maybe 50 Cent, maybe a lot of people in the record industry have sold their soul for the money. It's not that hard to do. It's not that hard to do. I mean, you get in to music or acting for the fame and the money. So it makes sense that once that started coming through, you would do whatever was required. I'm not even talking about the whole Illuminati thing or whatever, but that's a possibility also. Who can really say? But you may know people who will do anything for money. I've met people like that. As long as the price is right, they'll sell out anybody. They'll turn their back on anybody. They'll make excuses.
Set up anybody.
You know, they say everybody has a price, and some people's price is not all that high. So they may very well, you know, put the branding iron to you and shit, you know what I mean, for a couple of dollars. Look at Don King. Don King ain't have no loyalty to any of his boxers. Whoever won that fight, that's who he was fucking with. Right then and there, I saw that motherfucker
in front of your face.
Yo, I've seen him. You know, because remember, he had boxers that were signed to him. I've seen him go promote the boxer that was signed to him, and his boxer lose, and I've seen him go right over to the other. I think he did that with Tyson and Holyfield. Holyfield beat Tyson. He went right over to Holyfield like, yeah. I was like, damn. That shit was crazy. But he went right where the money was. He went right where the money was. So It wasn't all that surprising. It wasn't all that surprising at all. So, yeah, when he went that route, I mean, people couldn't have been all that shocked about it because, that he was in it for the money. And if you know his story, it almost made sense that he would switch up on somebody like that. He was like, these boxers ain't just going, get my money and then move on to another promoter and all of that. He's like, nah, we gonna make sure cats stay here. If this is where the money is, then you gonna stay where the money is. Look at this dumb shit. Won't be able to answer the question, but I'm more focused. For me, goal matters and partner, very supportive. My advice would be marry a girl who supports you in every situation. Okay. All right, DJ Mahoney, I understand that. I understand that. So, I mean, but this is a situation where when you talk about somebody snatching your soul for sex or snatching your soul for money, the money has an easy way of controlling people. You know what I mean? We was just talking about this last week, how money is perceived as being power. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's a difference between power and control. You can have power over somebody and still not exercise control. There's a difference in saying, this is mine, and saying you are mine.
That's true.
There's a big difference in that. And, not everybody understands that difference until it visits them. If you've ever had somebody try to be real possessive over you or whatever, or if you've ever been with somebody for, just because of the sex or because of the money, it starts to come into to focus really easily. So not everybody has been through that. But even if you haven't been through it personally, it doesn't mean that you don't know somebody who has been through it. And that may have affected you because it could have affected your friendship or whatever. Like, let's say you started a business with somebody. You and a family member, or you and one of your friends, whatever, y'all both pooled your money together, to go into this business, and maybe it was doing well or whatever. And then somebody implemented the divide and conquer thing. So they offered them a bigger contract or more money than what they were getting with you. And so they just conveniently sold your ass out. You know what I mean? For a couple of dollars. It happens every day. It happens every day. So this is something we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's something we got to deal with. But yeah, selling your soul for money. Now, I don't know if you know the story or the legend of the blues singer Robert Johnson.
Yeah. Sinners is somewhat based on that. The movie Sinners?
Yeah, okay.
It's somewhat based on that.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you believe in that story or whatever, but they said that he sold his soul to the devil so he could play blues better. And they said he was a terrible guitar player before, and then he came back and he was just like the greatest ever. I don't know, man. I don't know about that story. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And then, so you...
if he was that damn good and he sold his soul to the devil and this and other, don't you think the devil would have kept him there longer? So he can get more souls?
Being
gatekeeper in hell. Let me open this gate for you.
Coming from Mississippi, low literacy rate, low high poverty rate. A lot of people thought, they just blamed God or the devil for a whole lot of shit. Why couldn't this man just have gone somewhere and really honed his craft, you know what I'm saying, and just came back better? Why couldn't he have done that? So yeah, I don't buy the story.
Not well. Let's put it like this: he made the story up.
Did he make the story up?
In order for the story to come out, how did the story come out?
Well, I've seen numerous documentaries on it, and they never really said how they came to the conclusion. From what I hear, people who knew him just knew that he wasn't good at singing the blues or playing the blues, and then he disappeared for a little while, and then when he came back, he was just the best.
Oh, so they made that assumption, or was he one of the original drill guitar players? Like a drill rapper?
and well, the way he died, they were saying, he got sick, he got really sick and died, and for some reason, something about the way he got sick out of nowhere, somehow they connected that with him selling his soul to the devil. I'm like, but how much money did he make? So we supposed to believe that he just sold his soul to the devil so he could be a legendary blues player with no money? Because he didn't sell millions of records. He didn't get paid. He wasn't playing all over the world, internationally, and all of that.
If I sold my soul to the devil, I'm pretty sure if I became one of the greatest guitar players, the devil would not want me to leave this earth early. He would want me to stay here longer because I can get more souls.
Well, I would imagine that that's the way it should be.
But go ahead, Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
Go ahead, do your soul selling.
Go, Robert Johnson. Senior Johnson. Word. Well,
I'm serious. That shit is selling your soul. My opinion, and I'm gonna give you my opinion, big bro.
Okay.
I still believe that the women that's part of this Diddy shit sold their soul to be either in his presence, to be part of want to be part of the entertainment business. Because my thing is this. They had this girl, her name was Jane, but Jane is really the mother of 50 Cent, one of 50 Cent's children. Mm. So they took her under the name Jane. Mm-hmm. And she already had money. They claimed she had money and she could have walked away. But Diddy was paying her rent at her house. And, she couldn't walk away from that. Mm-hmm. So my thing is that you sold your soul. If you know you can walk away from something and you stick around for it, to me you selling your soul for that. You're selling your soul for that money because that's part of your morals. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that you just gonna sit up there and stick around. Some people stick around out of love, but some people stick around for the financial gain of what they can get. I've never sold my soul for no job. I tolerated shit, but we've all tolerated shit for a job. But I've never sold my soul for a job. You know what I mean?
All right. But have you ever had a job that was paying you millions of dollars? That's
a good question.
Because
I'm gonna say no for 100, Alex.
Yeah, there may be an amount that most people would probably, consider, and then there's some amounts that like anything like a few $100,000. I'm not, that's not gonna move me. Now you start talking about like, I got 8 figures for you. 8 figures, no change. You know what I mean? If you do this thing, that's something you might have to really take into consideration.
Like I think Diddy sold his soul.
Yeah, I would say that.
I think Diddy sold his soul. You know what I mean? You know, and people would like to say that, people would like to say that Gilly and Wallow sold their soul, and he also sacrificed his son. But we're not saying that. I wouldn't say that.
I'm not saying that, and I'm not writing it off either.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not writing it off. I'm really not. It's a funny way that whole Illuminati thing works. Now, I can't speak on it, but as far as those sacrifices,
the reason why I can't feed into it because the person that shot up that corner is the 17-year-old basketball player / highest score on the SAT that got killed in front of his mom.
Yeah.
So if he sacrificed his son, that means that he would have to be in contact with that guy. He already know who killed his son. Or Illuminati or whoever. I mean, that's too far-fetched.
You never know. Not everybody gets the same level. Not everybody achieves the same level of notoriety or fame or whatever. Not everybody gets that. Now, the question is, can we say can we say with any certainty that Gilly is the type of person that would not sell out for a couple of dollars? And I can't say that. I cannot say that.
Well, I don't really know him. I don't know him like that to say that. But I mean, if we go by his history, he didn't sell out the Jigger when he wanted to sign him. He didn't sign out the Birdman. Sell out the Birdman, but yet and still he did write a shitload of shit for Lil Wayne, and it shows now because Lil Wayne new shit is shitty.
Well,
but
everybody has their time. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their time. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Like I said, I have heard some, like I had a few of his DVDs, and so I've heard him say some things that raise my eyebrows. That's why I can't say that he's the type that would definitely not sell his soul for a couple of dollars. I can't say it. Not from what I've heard him say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, he might be sell your soul ready. he just might. Like I'm definitely not going to say that he would never ever. I can't say it. He's a little different. You know, Wallow don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Wallow like I did 20 years in jail. I did whatever's clever. Yeah, so.
Why they just come on fucking with you, man? They call you a T-Move Mike Tyson. Why?
A what? A T-Move what? Who said that?
T-Move Mike Tyson.
Oh, okay, I see it now. I don't know. Shoot, I wish I had me
Come
some.
on, Jay.
I tell you what, I'll take T-Move money and I'll take Mike Tyson money. How about that? Shit. Either or. You know what I mean? Either or. I'll eeny, meeny, miny, mow it. I just won't sell out for it.
Oh, man.
His name is Jack the Beanstalk. He's been here before. Hold on, let me see. He sound familiar. Okay. Alright, maybe I don't know him. Maybe I don't know him. It's all good. T-Move Mike Tyson. T-Move. It's funny. Before I started doing this show, I've never been compared, to looking like no Mike Tyson before. Ever. This past year, first time for everything, I guess. But yeah. So whether you're talking about snatching your soul for money, snatching your soul for sex or whatever, nonetheless, you can't be the same after you did it. That's part of the reason why, I'm not really sold on the whole Cassie thing. I'm not sure if she wouldn't have done it for less, because I've known people who have done the type of shit that she's done without the, not for the fame or the money. They just on some extra freaky shit. Just on some extra freaky shit. People, there are levels to this thing. Levels. So maybe some people will only do things for some millions, and then you have some people that do something for a number two meal at Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on your situation at the time, probably. Depends on your situation. But once your soul is gone, you can't be the same. You can't be the same.
Once your soul is gone, it's gone forever.
That's what I'm thinking. But evidently, a lot of people think that, you got a couple of souls, you might sell out the smaller one, small, medium, large, extra large, double X. I don't know. That's just not the way. That's just not the way I've known it to be. But shit, what do I know? Some people might have a different point of view, a different plan. Everything different. But Jericho says, didn't you have a lot of trouble with the Irish and Northern Ireland back in the day? Oh, God, what the fuck are these motherfuckers talking about? Motherfuckers just be on some crazy shit. No, I haven't had any problem with Northern Ireland. I had no problem with that. I ain't had no problem with that.
I guess this went from the regular live stream to Trolling Tuesday.
Right? But you gotta let motherfuckers troll and get their shit off. Just gotta let them have their way a little bit.
He still calling in?
I don't know. Let me see. Huh?
I'm right here.
Are you on? Yeah, you on. What's up? Oh, yeah, that's why you wasn't really on. Ah! Ah! Got you with the phone flam. I phone flammed him. Like you ain't getting up here, your foreign number calling from ass motherfucker. So yeah, it's all good. I mean, y'all listen, for all y'all trolls out there, thank you for welcoming me to the algorithm. I appreciate it. At the end of the day, but trust me, y'all are not getting a remote control. You know what I mean? Your battery's low, and ain't nothing gonna operate with that shit. You can press the buttons hard as shit. You can tap that shit on your palm and all that shit. It ain't gonna do nothing. Not a damn. Not a damn. Ah. Never let it be said that I don't like for motherfuckers to look bad. There's some motherfuckers that I'm fast and pray that you look bad. I'll make it look worse if I ever get a chance. You no good bastards. No good bastards. The Weeknd, he's different since the money kicked in. He was definitely my favorite artist for a minute. Shit, Beyonce may have sold out. Maybe Jay-Z.
Oh.
Maybe Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jay didn't really switch up shit, but You know, they say normally where after you sell your soul, you normally, you know, have a type of you enjoy a certain level of success that other people, your peers, just may not. They ain't gonna see that. Like you got it going on way more than them. But shoot, if you've ever lost a friend over a couple of dollars or a girl over a couple of dollars, what's the difference? Real trap. Like, what's the difference? You know, like I said, there are levels to this thing, and my level might not be your
level. I can tell you a bunch of people that sell their soul.
Okay.
Strippers.
Ooh. See, the thing about strippers is they've all been abused since they was young. So I don't know if they sold.
I mean, we can say that, but it might be strippers that wasn't abused when they was young, and they just said, "I'm gonna start stripping." I mean, it's shake my ass to get some fast cash.
Don't normally go that way. It's really hard to work in the sex industry if you don't have a dark past. It's almost impossible. I mean, think about it.
Well, I'm gonna give it a percentage. I'm gonna say 90%. I might have a dark past, but I think it might be a little like 10% that might then have a dark past that was just pretty much, you know what, I'm just gonna try it, and then all of a sudden that money started coming in, and they felt comfortable with doing it.
Well, the thing is, it's so hard to get comfortable doing it in the first place.
Well, alcohol can always change your perspective of what you're doing.
Well, think about what alcohol makes you do. Like, what made you turn the alcohol to the level where you could perform? That's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do at all. So yeah, like cats can try it, but you know, when you really think about what it would take for you to take off all your clothes and let motherfuckers, strangers, touch all over you, you selling out for sex and money at the same time. It's not easy to do that and be okay. Because from the strippers I've known, they used drugs or got really, really drunk because they knew they were degrading themselves. And it was hard to live with that shit with a sober mind. They couldn't do it. So they had to chase that demon away.
So time you after time. Was somewhat of felony soul?
It's hard to say that they sold their soul because they may have had their soul snatched by somebody that didn't even give them pleasure before. You know, when you think about sexual abuse, you know what I mean? They could have taken a part of their soul when they were at a very young age. When you become a stripper, it's a lot easier to become a stripper for the money when you've already been doing this shit for free, just on the abusive side. And once you become a stripper, once you can get your mind fixated on that, with the prostitution and all of that, then it's a lot easier for you to parlay that into the porn industry. But it ain't easy to just, it ain't, it's like nobody goes straight to smoking crack. You drink, you start off with beer, then liquor, and then smoking weed, and then powder coke, and then you get to crack. Nobody goes straight to crack. You understand what I'm saying? It's a progression. I ain't know nobody who smoked crack who never did nothing else first. You had to lead up to the crack. You know, now, are there people who never tried anything else and went straight to crack? Maybe. Like, sort of like DMX. He got caught out there with the crack from his old head at a young age, you know what I mean? But he was smoking weed first. So they put the crack in the weed. And so...
Turbo.
Mm-hmm. What they call them woolies up in New York. So, yeah. So just the same way that you don't go from zero to crack, you don't normally go from zero to porn stars or whatever, because it ain't easy to get used to making your money that way. You know what I mean? You got to think about where your mind has to go in order to consider doing that as a living. Like, because that's not something you want to share with your kids. You know what I mean? It ain't sweet like that. Now, when you just concentrate on the money part, yeah, you know what I mean? Shit, fuck it, I ain't gonna judge. You know, she get money. But when you really think about the other things that surround and that fill up her world, male strippers too, the motherfuckers ain't right. They are not right in the head, dog. Them motherfuckers different. Them motherfuckers are different.
That motherfucker sound like he on a light machine, like one of the machines. He ready to die if he don't get on the head. He gonna.
Yeah, unfortunately, they not getting no phone time. You hear that, sir? Yeah, you're not getting no phone time. You no get phone time. So them motherfuckers just, you know, they must say, well, all right, he blocked this number, so we gotta call him from that number. Dick gets none. You gets none, son. Sorry, bitch ass. All right, we gotta get on up out of here, man. I'm gonna do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here.
Oh, hey.
All right, my
we'll
dude.
We'll be back tomorrow, bro.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Okay, most definitely, man. I'm gonna talk to you.
All right,
love, bro.
All right, man. Peace. All right, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 10th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. My people's Rashida Stinson, happy birthday to you. And also Rosanna Baker and Joy Buchanan, Rashia Jones, Robin Adside, Nicole Daniels, Natasha Brown, Ann Bascom, Elaine Morgan, Kenny Williams, Faye Moore, David Parr. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happipiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 10th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, selling your soul for money, yeah, it ain't funny when you're sold out for a couple of cash, ready to do the dame dash, and you sell out all your peeps. Yo, you say what you sow, you're about to reap. I know that I would never sell out for no kind of dollars. I ain't really trying to hear that shit. Don't holler and don't pull me up, snatch me by my collar. I'm about to be out here. Yeah, I see y'all. I holler. Yo, peace, y'all. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another Daily Go Getimism show, 2 a.m. So make sure y'all come on through. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Peace.